I gave you my heart.
Morning. Welcome to the Multicultural Family Channel. It's Saturday, 8:20 in the morning. Already pushing 30 degrees Celsius. So in the shade it's not too bad, the wind's not too bad, but it's a little warm already. Going on our what is supposed to be our last day of MECQ, Saturday. Monday we are supposed to transition to GCQ. We'll see how it works out. They still have where they said that certain people, certain cities, the LGUs can, the local government units can modify their area, the barangay, more strict if they want. So we'll see what they actually do to us here on Monday. I'm going to go to the barangay today to try to see if I can get a pass to go to Pampanga. I had rented an apartment there because we were going to live there for the kids' schooling, to physically go to school. Fellas! Good morning. But because of the restrictions on 21 and younger, the kids are not supposed to be out. And like I said, there's too many different checkpoints to negotiate through. Without a clear understanding that we can go back and forth. Right now they're basically, they're making it pretty clear that you're supposed to remain in your city unless you're a frontliner, delivery. But you're not just supposed to go from your city to another city just because you want to go shopping somewhere else. So we're trying to get clarification on that. There may be a pass from the barangay. I may be able to get to go to a different city, so more legal. I need to get, or prefer, would like to get to Pampanga for my apartment. Like I said, we're just going to cancel it. We were just moving there so we can have a place to look, either rent or sell the house we own now in Bulacan, and then from the apartment, the kids were in school. We were either going to find a ready-to-move house or pre-construction house while we were in the apartment to live in Angeles. But because of the pandemic, that has thrown us off. If we're doing homeschool with the kids, a one-bedroom apartment is not big enough to separate them, to make sure they can concentrate on their studies. We're very fortunate to have a 3-bedroom house already, and we're not going to make our kids suffer with homeschooling in a 1-bedroom apartment. I want to be able to, separate them so there's no distraction. So we are going to cancel our apartment near Angeles. Problem is, I can't get there. The landlord, she wants me to remove my stuff from the apartment, but I can't, as of right now, I can't physically, even if it's just me, based on what they're saying, get there to remove anything. And it's not as simple as making it through. I got to make it both ways. So if I get through and get to Angeles, and on the way back, for some reason they won't let me leave, or I get detained, or I go to, get locked up for something, Lord knows. I mean, so I want to put myself in a position unnecessarily. So I'm trying to work out with this landlady, say, look, I just forfeit my stuff. But she really wanted me to get it out if I'm able. But it's brand new. I got a brand new window style air con, brand new refrigerator, and a brand new washing machine that I have never even used. They haven't, not even plugged up. We got them like a couple of days before the lockdown went down. So I got, say, 40,000 pesos worth of appliances in this apartment so we could live there. And then the lockdown, so unable to get back to the apartment. It also had no internet. So because it had no internet, and Convergence, our preferred internet provider, was closed for a month, we were not going to go even try to get there and be locked in an apartment with no internet with 2 kids and a 1-bedroom apartment. It would just been nuts. So we decided not to do that when we have a perfectly good house, and we've never been in that area long term. So with the restrictions, for example, with the barangay pass there, getting to a grocery there, there's only 2 groceries here. We got a lot of groceries, so it's easy. Alright, so here at the barangay, looks like they're open. Yay, they're open. Let me go ask them a question real quick. First day down as my workers go home for the evening. We basically got some good progress made the first day. We got a storm or something coming, and this is one reason why I want this cover, because it's just such a pain. Hey buddy, move. It's our new mutt. He started hanging out in my yard with my other mutt, but if he doesn't get, but back to the story. So basically I got to wrap all this stuff, and it's just a pain, take it on, take it off. Got the cover. I actually have to put this on the front door, because if the rain comes in Forrest Gump style, it basically will go underneath the door into the house because it's raining so hard. But yeah, so they went around and took out the old so they can redo it. That's just a marker pole here. They got a line drawn across basically where the roof is going to angle down, just barely missing that, and intercepting right here. So in theory the new roof is going to be right up here. So still plenty of headroom. Plan would be, once we get it done, we got the washing machine, refrigerator, and over here, somewhere over here where the new roof is done, I want to hang somehow maybe possibly hang the clothes over here on the side of the house. Right now we got this makeshift. So basically it's got these poles that somebody, I don't know where we got them, but they had them, but they're just leaning up against into my gate here. So it's secure. It's not really going nowhere, but it's not very sightly. So I want to move it, but I don't necessarily want to move it so far. So I'm thinking right here on the side of the house be a good spot, hanging down. Still can open the windows. Maybe even a little closer to this side on the thing, but I doubt it, because then I'd have to deal with it with the car coming in and out. But yeah, they took them all down today. Got them prepped up for the next step. And like I said, this wall here will get extended out, and it'll be a flat wall like that, which is currently like a firewall I got now. But this wall here will get extended out, flat wall to the end, and then once we get the roof and everything. We'll figure out our next step, depending on how much it costs. I mean, had this house for 10 years now. You know, 10 years paint, it's holding up, you know, fairly well for 10 years. But I probably got a brand new roof thing added on. I most likely would want to try to repaint the house so it's nice and pretty. Those clouds are rolling in over there, but made the temperature really drop down. Really dropped down the temperature, so it feels nice now. But yeah, this is a 160 square meter yard, which in the subdivision is pretty big. So everybody says I got a big yard, but that's because my house is smaller than some of their houses. They got bigger houses, and their house takes up more of their yard. But me being a redneck, I like having yard. So eventually, now to live here full time, I'll be able to put me a grill out here. I like my little electric grill that I'm using now, but if I can, you know, put an actual grill out here, set it up, and set the kids' pool up, rain or shine, they'll be able to get out here and do some stuff. Won't be so hot when I'm out here trying to do stuff outside. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's gonna rain here a little bit, but this is the Philippines. We're getting ready to start the rainy season, so trying to get this roof knocked out within the next 2 weeks, plus or minus delays due to rain days. But forecasting pretty good that we should be able to get it done before it gets really bad. So having a good time to reposition we make a joke that it's the U.S. Japanese consulate here. That's my wife's Japanese Pinoy, so we can go pretty much anywhere once we can open up travel again. Go visit our family in Japan. Go see some folks back in the States, maybe. Well, y'all be classy now. Here from Bulacan. Beautiful evening.